This is Western Mass News.
With the new year comes new laws, and tonight we're focusing on the most significant changes which will impact the wallets of people all across the Bay State. Welcome to Western Mass News at 5. I'm Glenn Kittle. Western Mass News reporter Reagan Logri joins us live in the studio after getting answers on the new significant tax cuts and credits that will take effect on Monday. Reagan, what can you tell us?
Glenn, I spoke with State Senator John Vilas this afternoon. He tells me this new tax package is a step in the right direction to help combat inflation. And he adds that it really targets middle-class individuals and families here in Massachusetts who are struggling to make ends meet.
We tend to leave by the side of the road, if you will, that middle class, the people that have enough hard working, paying their taxes, but they're really, really struggling. This tax package goes a long way to, I would argue, giving them some much needed immediate help.
State Senator John Vilas tells Western Mass News come 2024, we're going to see some big tax breaks here in Massachusetts, the most significant tax relief in more than 20 years, including an increase in the child tax credit. Senator Vilas explains for years the return for Massachusetts parents with children under 12 was $180. Last year it was raised to $310, and now come 2024, parents will receive a $440 return. Vilas says this is the most generous child tax credit in the country.
I've really come to appreciate, being the dad of an almost 2-year-old, just how much of a budget buster childcare is in Massachusetts right now. We have some of the most expensive childcare in America, the most expensive childcare in America.
Another increase we're going to see will be in the state earned income tax credit, which will increase from 30 to 40% of the federal credit. That means those who qualify and earn under a certain amount per year will see a larger rebate come tax season. For example, those who are single and make just over $46,000 a year with one child should receive a credit of about $240, whereas those married filing jointly with one child and make just over $53,000 a year should get a tax rebate of almost $1,600. The 2024 tax package will also double the maximum senior circuit breaker credit from $1,200 to $2,400, slash the tax rate on short-term capital gains from 12% to 8.5%, and increase the rental reduction from $3,000 to $4,000. Senator Vilas tells Western Mass News the biggest concern he hears from constituents is the lack of affordability here in Massachusetts, especially when it comes to housing. And he feels this larger rental reduction will help, and there's some big legislation in the works that could take it to the next level. It's called the Affordable Homes Act. It was filed by Governor Maura Healey earlier this year, and there will be a hearing on the bill in mid-January.
And I can't stress enough how very important that is, because Massachusetts, for many of the reasons we just talked about, it is getting to a point where A, there's just no housing, but B, housing, all types of housing, is unaffordable.
Senator Vilas tells Western Mass News housing is the biggest challenge they face in the state. He adds that it boils down to basic economics, where demand far outweighs supply, making it difficult to find an affordable place to live. For a link to see if you qualify for the Earned Income Tax Credit, head to our website, westernmassnews.com. Just click on the blue As Seen on TV button. Reporting live in studio, Reagan Logri for Western Mass News.